The 2025 NFL season is off its rocker. If an NFL fan came out of a coma right now and you told them which teams were at the top, they'd probably just say you're lying and go right back to sleep. The Daniel Jones-led Colts are at the top of the AFC, while the Chiefs are on the outside looking in. As far as the NFC goes, things are a little bit more normal, although I don't think many would have predicted trading Geno Smith and DK Metcalf for Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp would have made the Seattle Seahawks one of the best teams in the conference. Now, there is still plenty of football to be played, and sure, the playoff picture may start looking a little bit more like we predicted at the beginning of the season, but what if we took the playoff picture at the halfway point of the season and crowned a Super Bowl champion in November? Well, that's exactly what today's video is about. Let's dive right in. I froze the standings after week 9, the halfway point of the season, and this is what the playoff picture looks like. If the NFL playoffs started after the halfway point of the season, my Indianapolis Colts would be the 1 seed as the AFC South champions. The AFC East champions would be the New England Patriots. They are the 2 seed. We're partying like it's the 2000s with those top 2 seeds. The 3 seed is the Denver Broncos out of the AFC West, and your AFC North champ would be the Pittsburgh Steelers, your 4 seed. Our wild card teams would be the Buffalo Bills as the 5 seed, the Los Angeles Chargers as the 6 seed, and the Jacksonville Jaguars as your 7 seed. Over on the NFC side, your defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles would be the NFC East champions and your number 1 seed. The 2 seed out of the NFC South would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Seattle Seahawks, led by Sam Darnold, would be your 3 seed as NFC West champions. The 4 seed out of the NFC North would be the Green Bay Packers. Your NFC wildcard teams would be the Rams, 49ers, and Lions. We kick things off on the AFC side with the 2-7 matchup, the Patriots and Jaguars, and right now, the Jags have the ball back with 2:51 to play, down 8. Can they mount the comeback? Trevor Lawrence, the throw, it's going to be close to a first down. Here's the snap by Lawrence. Lawrence could just take it himself. He's going to throw instead, and it's caught at the sideline. First down for the Jaguars. The drive stays alive. 2nd down and 9 after the 2-minute warning. Jags have the ball at the Patriots 25. Etienne in motion. It'll leave Lawrence as the only man in the backfield. Here's the snap. The throw is to Etienne, and he's got a first down as the Jags are now at the 11-yard line. Minute 30 on the clock. The throw to the end zone. Man wide open. Touchdown, Jags! Johnny Munt with the touchdown reception. And the Jags are just 2 points away from a tie ball game. This is it. This is the game here for the Jags. Lawrence, the snap. He could just take it himself and... oh my gosh, is he not going... what is he doing? Well, I don't know what that was. But Lawrence didn't find anybody downfield, and he said, I'll just take it out of bounds then. So we're going to have an onside kick incoming. Here's the onside kick, recovered by Mac Hollins. And the New England Patriots, the 2 seed, advance out of the wild card round. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 14-12. Next up, we've got the Broncos and Chargers, our 3-6 matchup. Can Bo Nix get his first playoff win? We are at the 2-minute warning here between Denver and Los Angeles, and there's really not much left to write home about, as the Broncos have the 42-10 lead over the Chargers. Broncos about to potentially go up by 39 as they are on the doorstep of the end zone. Nix in the shotgun for this snap. He's going to keep it himself. Nix to the end zone. He fumbles it, but it's still recovered in the end zone for the touchdown. The offensive lineman getting in on this here. That was wild. Ball gets punched out at the goal line. The Chargers think they have something go right for them finally, but no such luck as the big O lineman falls on it in the end zone for the Broncos touchdown. Final heave from Justin Herbert. He's going to make the completion, but that will do it. And the Denver Broncos have walloped the Los Angeles Chargers 49-10. It will be Broncos and Pats in the second round. Final AFC matchup of the wild card round. It's the Steelers and Bills. Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen. Should be a fun one. Another AFC wildcard game, another blowout as the Bills lead 21-0 over the Steelers. We're just after the 2-minute warning, and all that's left is for Buffalo to salt this one away, and it doesn't even look like after that run, the Steelers are going to try and call timeouts and get the ball back on offense. 3rd down and 16. The handoff to Cook. Nothing doing there, but that'll likely be the last play of the game. Oh, Mike Tomlin is on the Bills sideline right now. Oh, the Bills are going to try a field goal. I was getting ready to close this one out, but the Bills are like, we want more, and they're going to get more. And that will officially close the book on this game. The Buffalo Bills blank the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-0 to advance to face the Indianapolis Colts in the divisional round. It's 1 versus 5 in the divisional round. Bills versus Colts. The Josh Allen Bills versus the Daniel Jones-led Colts as Jeff Saturday is banging the anvil. 2-minute warning here at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Colts lead by 14, but the Bills have the football in Indy territory. Allen the throw, and it's close to a first down. But the clock will keep moving. 95 seconds left. Allen the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a lot of running room. He's down to the 13-yard line. First down for Buffalo. From the Colts 13-yard line. Josh Allen will just dump it off to Kincaid, who's going to get down almost to the 5-yard line, and it's 3rd and 3. Final minute of this football game. 3rd down and 3. Allen looking. He's going to keep it himself again. He's got the first down. Can he get to the end zone? He'll be just short, and the clock continues to run. 35 ticks left. The Bills have to get in the end zone now, and they will. Josh Allen with a rushing touchdown. Allen with plenty of room to run. The Bills are not done yet. Can the Bills get the ball back here? Onside kick is going to be recovered by Mo Alley Cox. And the Daniel Jones-led Indianapolis Colts are heading to their first AFC Championship game since Deflategate. Will they play the Patriots or the Broncos? Let's find out. Gronk getting the Patriots faithful hyped up for this divisional round matchup between the Patriots and the Broncos. The Denver Broncos have been a juggernaut here in these playoffs as they lead 30-6. Pats trying to get something on the board here. It's going to be 4th and 1 at the Broncos 6. It's the Broncos have won a combined 79-16 over these two playoff games between the win over the Chargers and the win here against the Patriots. So Broncos going to be a tough out in the AFC Championship game. But we got to get through this one first. Here's the snap by May. There's the handoff, and it's a first down and a touchdown for the Patriots. No, they're going to call him down at the 1? That's odd. It looked like he got pushed into the end zone, but no such luck. And the Pats will have 1st and goal. And now the Patriots are going to be into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown run. Here's the 2-point conversion try. Hey, listen, it's just as successful as the Trevor Lawrence running out of bounds 2-point conversion, as that one looked a little bit more like a play, but nonetheless, it's incomplete, and the score remains 30-12. Final play of this game. It's going to be a handoff to Dobbins. He gets maybe a yard, but that will do it. And once again, we have an AFC West representative in the AFC Championship game, but it's not the Chiefs, it's the Broncos. They beat the Patriots 30-12. The AFC Championship game will be the Broncos and the Colts, just like everybody predicted. But before we go into that game, let's see what's happening in the NFC. First game on the NFC side will be the Lions and Buccaneers, the 2-7 matchup. 1:54 to play, fourth quarter. Lions lead 21-10 over the Buccaneers, but the Bucs are in Lions territory at the 28-yard line. Mayfield, the throw, it's going to be caught and close to a first down. Chris Godwin makes the catch. Second down and 3. Mayfield connects with Godwin again, and it's a first down for Tampa. 45 seconds to play. Buccaneers inside the Lions 15. Here's the throw, the catch, and the touchdown for Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka with the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are not done yet. We have seen 2 two-point conversion attempts in this video so far. Both have been unsuccessful. Will we see one go right? Here is the snap, and it's going to be a handoff, and it will not go right at all. And the score remains 21-16. Here is the onside kick from Tampa Bay. And it will be recovered by the Lions, and that will do it. 21-16 the final here in Tampa Bay. The Detroit Lions advance. They will play Philly in the divisional round. Next up in the wild card round here in the NFC, it's a divisional matchup between the 49ers and the Seahawks. Who will advance to the divisional round? We've got a close one here in Seattle. 12-10 Seahawks. 3rd and 7 for Seattle. First down does wonders here. Here's the throw. It's going to be knocked away, but there's a flag. We've got pass interference on the 49ers, and that'll be a first down for the Seahawks. A touchdown for Seattle pretty much seals it because it would make it a 9-point game. Darnold under pressure, can't find anyone. He's going to be sacked. Back to the 22. Seahawks back at the 20-yard line. 2:42 left to play. Here's the snap from Darnold. I don't know what that throw was. That slipped out of his hands, I guess. The big thing to take away is the fact that the clock stops, and we are still ahead of the 2-minute warning. Darnold to throw. And he's going to be hit as he throws. Wobbly pass out of bounds. Clock stops again. And Seattle will now have 4th and goal with about 2.5 minutes to play. Snap, ball down, kick on its way, and it is good. 15-10 Seattle, 2:27 to play, fourth quarter. Here comes Mac Jones and the 49ers. The throw, and it's caught by Jennings. Jennings still moving almost to the 50-yard line. First down, 49ers. San Francisco has no timeouts left. Here's the throw, the catch, first down for the 49ers. So they're going to have to keep it moving here. The throw, it's another short throw, and it's a good completion, but the Niners are going to have to start taking some more shots here. 50 seconds to play from the Seattle 37-yard line. Here's the snap from Mac Jones, the throw, and it's caught by Jennings, a first down for San Fran. 30 seconds left, 29-28. We're not going to see a spike attempt here. Jones heaves it, caught by Kittle. First down for the Niners, but they got to keep it moving here. No sense of urgency as the clock gets down to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Is this how the game's going to end? It's how the game's going to end. Shades of the Cowboys and Niners from a couple of years ago, and that will do it. It looked like the Niners might have a chance, but they didn't have any timeouts, couldn't stop the clock, and Seattle moves on to the divisional round. Final wild card matchup here. It's going to be the Rams, the 5 seed, against the Packers, the 4 seed, the NFC North champions at the halfway point of the NFL season. Who is headed to the divisional round? Packers lead 13-7 over the Rams with 1:58 to play, but it's 3rd and 4 for LA. The throw from Stafford, it's going to be caught, and it's going to be a first down. Kyron Williams, the catch and run. It is 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Packers 37-yard line. Stafford will throw, and it's going to be caught by Devontae Adams, and it's a first down at the Packer 15. Interested to see if we will see a run here to try to chew some of this clock up. as even a touchdown will give the Rams just a 1-point lead. Here goes Davante Adams on the catch and run. No hesitation about the clock here as Davante Adams is in against his former team for the touchdown. Fantastic pass from Stafford. An even better catch and run by Adams. And the Rams are looking at a 1-point lead. Packers have all 3 timeouts at their disposal. Here's another quick short pass, and it's going to be a first down for Green Bay. No, they're going to mark him short, 3rd and inches. Green Bay just inches away from a first down here. The snap from Love. He's going to throw. Caught. First down. Josh Jacobs with the catch. 3rd and 1. 56 seconds left. Packers have 1 timeout still. Love will scramble around. He'll throw. He'll get the completion to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs all the way down to the 14-yard line. And now the Rams will use a timeout. Green Bay can smell the lead now. We're likely going to see a run. No, Love is going to pass it. Very surprised here. And Love is going to get swallowed up. But that's for the best, as the Rams will use their last timeout. The Packers can run this down to about 3 or 4 seconds left and just kick the field goal. Romeo Doubs makes the catch at the 11-yard line. Clock will continue to run here. Brandon McManus to send the Green Bay Packers to the divisional round. Snap, ball down, kick on its way, and it is good! The Green Bay Packers take the lead. Final heave for the LA Rams. Here's the snap. Stafford. He's going to throw a quick pass to the sideline. Very peculiar there. Higbee makes the catch. He gets out of bounds. And that'll do it. The Green Bay Packers advance to the divisional round. They'll play the Seattle Seahawks after that 16-14 win over the Rams. I talked about Deflategate with the Colts earlier in this video. Well, the other championship game from that day was the Seahawks and Packers. A painful memory for Green Bay. Can they erase it here in the divisional round? Field goal puts the Seahawks up by a touchdown. We'll see if it happens. Snap, ball down, kick on its way, and it is good. Seattle leads by a touchdown. Plenty of time left for Green Bay. We saw them orchestrate a late drive in the wild card round. Can they do it here? 2:49 to play in the 4th. Down 7. Packers still have a timeout. Here's a dump pass to Josh Jacobs, who's going to fight forward and get 7 yards. Ball on the Seattle 49-yard line. Love the throw. It's going to be caught, and a first down for the Packers. 94 seconds left. Love the snap. He's going to throw. It's going to be caught by Doubs. First down, Green Bay. From the Seattle 23-yard line. Love the throw. Caught by Jacobs, and down to the 15. 2nd and 2. Clock still moving. Seattle does have all 3 timeouts, so a little odd that they're not using them here to try and give themselves some bit of time left to answer whatever Green Bay can do here. Here's the snap. It's a quick throw. Doubs makes the catch. He's got a first down to the 10-yard line of Seattle. 25 seconds left. Packers still have a timeout. They are at the Seattle 10-yard line. Here's the snap. Love is going to throw. Dump pass to Jacobs. He's down to the 1.5-yard line, and we will see that last timeout for Green Bay. 3rd down and 2 from the Seattle 2. 10 ticks on the clock. Touchdown ties this game. Love the throw. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden with the score. You would think that Seattle would just go into the locker room here. Oh my gosh. I thought Seattle would just play for overtime here. But instead, we're going to see a 56-yard field goal attempt for the win. Kick is on its way, and it is no good. And we are going to overtime between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. 3rd down and 5. 3:28 to play here in overtime. Ball at the Seattle 47-yard line. Each team has already possessed the ball once, so the next score wins. Here's the pass, and it's going to be close to a first down, but we do have a flag. It's going to be holding on Green Bay. Seattle will decline the penalty, and we'll have 4th and 1. Packers are going to go for it here. Here's the snap from Love. The throw, and it's caught. First down, and Dobbs gets down to the 27-yard line of Seattle.
The previous play is under review.
How is the previous play under review? What are we reviewing? Oh, maybe if he stepped out of bounds?
Have to review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
It's super close. I don't think he did, but that's the ruling. Call reversed. I was like, did they review if he got the first down? Because he did. I didn't know what was happening. Anyway, here's the heave to the end zone. Dobbs is going to make the catch, and the Packers are down to the 1. Holy Toledo. That was wild. All of that hullabaloo, all for the Packers to just end up with better field position. From the 1-yard line, Green Bay, the throw, caught in the end zone by Watson, touchdown, and the Packers are headed to the NFC Championship game. A storybook ending for the Packers here in Seattle. Eagles versus Lions, winner headed to the NFC Championship game. Who will it be? 2:31 to play, 4th quarter. Eagles down 7 here in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs. Here's the snap from Hurts. He's going to throw a deep ball. He's got a man. It's Devonta Smith who makes the catch. Smith is going to score and tie this game up. Devonta Smith, the big-time catch and run. Eagles an extra point away from tying it. Hurts wanted the deep ball, and he got it. Devonta Smith, the touchdown. 2 minutes to play between the Lions and Eagles. Game tied at 21, Lions at the 37 of Philly. Here's a first down run by Jahmyr Gibbs, and he's down across Philadelphia's midfield logo to the 44. A terrific run for Jahmyr Gibbs, and it's first down Detroit. 1:10 to play here. Goff hands it off to Montgomery, who's got a first down and more. The Lions are down to the 21 and fantastic range for their kicker. And the worst part for Philly is there are no timeouts left for the Eagles, meaning they can just sit and watch as the Lions run this down. 2nd down and 11, 45 seconds left. For whatever reason, the Lions have run a couple of plays and called their timeouts, although it's not going to matter as into the end zone goes Jamison Williams, and the Lions take the lead. Eagles take over with 37 seconds left, down 7. They have no timeouts. Let's see what Philly can do. It's going to be a catch from Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down, but he stays inbounds. So the Eagles are going to have to hustle up here. Although that's not what I've seen out of the AI in these games that I've simmed. No sense of urgency. 15 seconds left. Clock still running. Here's the snap. The throw caught and not quite to the first down marker is Goddard, and that will do it. So 2 uninspiring plays from the Eagles ends this game, and the Detroit Lions are headed back to the NFC Championship game. They knock off the defending champs. The NFC side of the bracket has been absolute chaos, and we have now a championship game of the 7th-seeded Lions versus the 4th-seeded Packers. A divisional matchup, a rematch of a Week 1 blowout. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Let's find out. Packers have the ball just across midfield. First down and 10 with 1:51 to play. Green Bay down by 4. Here's the snap. It's going to be a pass over to Dobbs. Dobbs, not a lot of room to run. And the clock will keep moving. The Packers have 2 timeouts. 90 seconds left. Here's the snap. Love throws, and it is knocked away, incomplete. Very good coverage by the Lions. 3rd down and 7. The throw, and it is knocked away again. The defense for Detroit stepping up, and it's 4th down. It might not be the last chance for the Packers, but if they don't get a first down here, it's all but over. Here's the throw, and it is another deflection. Turnover on downs, and the Lions defense holds. 3rd down and 7. Clock stopped with 1:06 to play. A first down gives the Lions the win. The throw is incomplete. We've got a flag down, though. What's the flag? It's pass interference on the Packers. That's a first down for Detroit, and the Lions are going to go to the Super Bowl. A devastating penalty for Green Bay. The 7th seed in the playoffs, the Cinderella Detroit Lions, win 28-24 in the NFC Championship game, and they are headed to the Super Bowl. Now we're headed back to the AFC, where we are going to have a championship game between the Broncos and Colts. Can Bo Nix, in his second season, lead the Broncos to the mountaintop, or will Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, in his first season with the Colts, lead Indy to the Super Bowl? Let's find out. 2 minutes to play in the AFC Championship game. 1st and 10 for the Broncos at their own 43. They trail the Colts by 6. Nix, the throw, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Nix on 2nd down will look to throw. He's going to have a completion. And it's 1st down. Franklin with the catch to the Colts 44. 2nd and 1. Nix throws. He's got a man, and it's caught down to the 12. I'm gutted as a Colts fan. Listen, I should have known that the Colts playing a postseason game against Sean Payton was not going to go well. It didn't go well the last time, and it's likely not going to go well here. Broncos have 1st and 10 with 60 seconds to play. Here's a little dump pass to J.K. Dobbins, who's down to the 6-yard line. The clock will continue to run. As a Colts fan, a pick would go hard right here. Here's the snap with 35 seconds left. Nix looking. He's going to have a man. Touchdown, Denver. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the AFC Championship game. Marvin Mims Jr., the touchdown grab. You know what? Reverse psychology. I want you to make this extra point, Will Lutz. I want you to make it. Snap ball down, kick on its way, and it is good. The Broncos take the lead. I was hoping, maybe for a block there. I was kind of trying to reverse engineer it. But now the Colts trail by 1 with 32 seconds left. They do have all 3 timeouts, though, like I mentioned earlier. Listen, this is how I pictured the Colts season going, right? Daniel Jones has 29 seconds to get the Colts in field goal range to go to the Super Bowl. That's... Oh, my gosh, that's a fumble. Jeez, Lou, dude. Well, that'll do it. I mean, I guess the Colts also still have their 3 timeouts, but it's a catch by Michael Pitts. It's a fumble, and that will put a bow on the Broncos' run to the AFC Championship. Third down and inches for the Broncos. 1st down seals the game. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Dobbins has it. And the Denver Broncos are headed to the Super Bowl. They will beat the Colts 21-20. They'll break my heart. Good run for the Colts. I mean, listen, if you told me, if this does happen and you told me the Colts made it to the AFC Championship game, I would be ecstatic. Yes, I am taking moral victories from a Madden simulation. And with that, the Broncos are headed to their first Super Bowl since Super Bowl 50. They beat the Colts 21-20 and will take on the Lions in the big game. It's finally time for our Super Bowl matchup here in our playoff simulation, and we have a doozy. It'll be the 3 seed out of the AFC, the Denver Broncos, facing the first 7 seed to ever make the Super Bowl, the Detroit Lions. Who's going to take home the Lombardi Trophy? Let's find out. With 2:21 to play here in the 4th quarter, the Lions trying to go up by 2 touchdowns here in the Super Bowl. Ball is up and it is good. It's 27-13 Lions here in the late stages of the Super Bowl. Do the Denver Broncos have a mile-high miracle up their sleeve? Bo Nix, the throw. He's got a man. It's Franklin. He's going to be short of the first down, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Nix the throw. It's another completion to Franklin again. First down, Broncos. Denver does have all 3 timeouts. Minute 35 to play. Nix needs a deep ball here. He's going to get one to Franklin. Franklin with the catch, and it's a touchdown for the Broncos. Denver's not done yet, as Troy Franklin gives the mile-high salute to the fans here at the Super Bowl. Great catch, great run, and the Broncos are still alive. We're going to see an onside kick from Denver. I guess that kind of makes sense, but they still have all 3 timeouts, so they didn't need to do that there. They could kick it away. They didn't use a single timeout on that touchdown drive a moment ago. But nevertheless, the Lions recover the onside kick. Second down and 9. 1:23 to play. There is the fake handoff. It's going to be a throw and a catch from Laporta. He goes out of bounds, but the Lions now are in field goal range. Well, this should be a run, but we're going to see the Lions pass here. Dangerous play call. The throw, and it's knocked away by Denver. So we're going to see a long field goal here. Can Bates put this one out of reach? They're going to go for it on 4th down. Why? Goff is going to be sacked. Jared Goff is sacked back around midfield. And Denver will take over with 2 timeouts and plenty of time left. I'm speechless, man. 50 seconds left in the Super Bowl. Broncos. The heave. Franklin, the intended receiver, nearly picked off. 3rd down and 9. Nix takes the snap. He's going to throw. He's got a man knocked away again. Here I was thinking Detroit would cruise to the victory, but this is now the last gasp for the Broncos. Can they get something going? It's going to be a 1st down, Marvin Mims. Timeout, Denver. And the Broncos stay alive. 35 seconds left. Denver has the ball at the Detroit 43. Here's a short pass and a 1st down. The Broncos use their final timeout with 30 seconds left. Whatever happens on these next few plays, Detroit just needs to keep everybody in bounds. Here's the pass, and that won't be too hard to keep everybody in bounds. As there's the tackle, it's a 1st down for Denver, but the clock continues to roll. 15 seconds, 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. This will be the last chance likely for the Broncos. The throw, and it's caught in the middle of the field. The clock will expire, and the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. Unbelievable. So there you have it. The Detroit Lions will be your 2025 NFL champions. And if this simulation is any indication of how the real-life playoffs will go, we are in for a heck of a road to the Super Bowl. But anyway, that will do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave it a like, subscribe to become one of the Burger Bros, subscribe for more NFL content, and I'll see you guys all on the flip side. Peace out.